The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today. Creech, thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Trev.
you.
Appreciate you for having us. Like I'm talking like a band or research for having us. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So I just started working with Pete recently. From Hope and Rage, and he sends me so much good stuff, and I'm like, man, like there's a whole. Like I have to listen to new things constantly, and I like all different types of sounds. Like I'm into all different types of music, and he keeps sending me stuff that I haven't heard before. Like either it's a band or just the sound of a band.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I'm like, man, this is something new. And when he sent me Sting the Devil, like it's something like one I hadn't heard you guys before. I haven't heard of Rebelmatic before, but like listening to it. It blew me away. It's like it's a breath of fresh air while you're winded, right? Because I'm trying to keep up with what's going on. You know, like it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You know,
I might gotta quote you on that. A breath of fresh air while you're winded is crazy. I like that. Yeah. It's a nice tagline, dude. That's just good. Wow.
Yeah. No, it's just like the whole album. Like top to bottom, like it's nonstop. Right?
Thank you.
It's just nonstop. It doesn't slow down. You know, you're not. There's no subtlety. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's direct. It's pretty direct. You know, it's up and flows though.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does. Definitely does. Now, one of the things too, like, and this is why I say it's one of the main reasons why I say it's a breath of fresh air. Like, just the creativity and the sound. It's like when I talk to bands, like I can hear they're like influences and stuff like that. And sometimes they'll have a song that sounds like this kind of like genre, and then another song will sound like this one. Like you guys are coming at every song has everything in it. You know what I mean?
It's just who we are. Like honestly, it's like our musical playlist is that. Our musical playlist is metal, hardcore, punk, funk, hip hop, jazz, soul, merengue, bachata, salsa. So it's like it's a melting pot. So we don't really gotta overthink about it. We just be like, this is what we grew up listening to. We grew up listening to all that, and we still listen to it. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So like by the time I got track 2 is according to the list I have, Heaven Right Now.
Yeah, Heaven Right Now.
And like I'm listening to it and I'm like, hold on. Like I started the song over because like it starts with like it has like the like a hip hop it has hip hop lyric structure,
right?
But it's like, but then when like the chorus kicks in, it is hardcore. And like I'm like, well, because like I thought I was like, did I miss something? And I played it again, and then like you get to Alive on Arrival, and it's the opposite, right? Like it's hardcore lyrically, and then you got like a hip hop refrain. I'm like, Jesus, what is going on here? And like, nah, it's something different.
Thank you.
And like I really do. I enjoy it up and down.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, y'all been around since like 2010 or something, 2012,
28, 2008. We
2008.
almost on 20 years right now. We're on 18. 2028. We got 20 years. So
Hell yeah,
this is a sound that's been developed over a while. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
kept progressing and keep. But it's what we do. Like we're like I said, myself. I'm a hardcore kid. I'm a hip hop kid. I'm not a kid no more. But I use that. Uh, I'm a metalhead. You know what I mean? I grew up listening to metal. I grew up listening to hip hop. I grew up listening to hardcore. And when I say that, I mean actually participating, like going to shows, like not just like, oh, I listened to it. Like I seen Metallica in like '88. I seen Sick of It All. I seen Bad Brains. I seen, and we seen KRS One, Big Daddy Kane. We grew up on this shit. So it bleeds. It
Hmm.
bleeds into our music.
Oh, for sure. Oh, it definitely does. It definitely does. And like that was something I was picking up on throughout the whole album. Because I was like, huh, and I was listening to it, and I just thought I was like, maybe I'm just like,
Right.
because I'm hearing like I'm not really. And then I went and like I was checking out like your Bandcamp and how you got like what you guys wrote for like how your style is. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I was all right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't give myself enough credit with sounds. You know
Now
what I'm saying?
you were tapped in, but I think you might have been, I don't say doubting yourself, but questioning yourself. You're like, wait, did that just happen like that? Oh shit!
Mm,
And the thing is too, we don't tend to repeat the same shit over and over. We just kind of like do what we do, and it's kind of like, but it's all in there. It's all in it. So, but it's not like we have a lot within our style that we don't like to just kind of like, well, we're gonna make a song, 10 Burn the Boats, 10 Alive and Arrivals, 10 whatever. We just kind of like, that would be boring for us. It's boring.
yeah,
Shit is boring. So we just make the
yeah,
music
yeah.
we like and enjoy.
I get that too. Cause like I'm somebody that like I said, I listen to all sorts of stuff.
Hmm.
Like, I remember like my mom was big into like, like the 80s freestyle, like dance
Oh
music and
yeah,
stuff like
in
that.
the beat of my
So
heart, in the beat of the heart. That beat,
yeah.
that beat.
And like my stepfather was into like the hair metal stuff and like
Yeah,
my aunt was into punk rock.
every rose has its thorn.
Yeah, for sure. I had all the sounds coming at me and like I grew up, but I'm in high school and like I was in high school like the mid to late 90s,
Okay,
and like
95,
at
96.
that time, yeah, at that time I felt like rock and roll music was good,
Mm-hmm.
but like it wasn't weird enough for me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, mm.
Like music's always been like I think the best is like when it's by weird I mean like real
Yeah,
creative,
yeah,
you know what I'm
creative
saying?
and honest and like different, like
Yeah.
not status quo.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So like I got into a lot of mid to late 90s hip hop more,
Hmm.
a lot of dance hall. I was a big
Mm.
dance hall kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny because I'm this giant white dude, right? Like
Where you from though? Where you from?
I'm in Massachusetts. I'm
Okay.
from Rhode Island.
Okay,
I'm from Rhode Island,
Providence.
Rhode
You
Island
you
there.
look you look a little bit like Sage Francis, man. He's from Rhode Island. Do you know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
Sage Francis is? No.
No, I don't think
He's an
so.
MC. He's an MC from Rhode Island. Sage Francis.
Okay.
He has a label called Strange Famous Records, but he's an independent artist. He's been around for a long time. He kind of got
Yeah.
the bald head and beard. So
Yeah.
that's all.
Well, that's by default, right? It just stop growing for me.
Hey, I get it. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
that's out of our control. That's the genetics, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, so I feel like in the later years now, like there's been a resurgence in like weird and being
Mm,
more creative
mm,
and less like and I think a lot of bands that I've talked to that are from like New York or
mm-hmm,
Chicago or Boston, like they're doing a lot more, or at least what I like is a lot more like stranger things that
mm,
people aren't typically doing, like different sounds, original sounds.
right.
Because I'm always talking to bands and I'm always saying like your sound is so unique, and it's because it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other band that I'm listening to that would sound like that. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
I
So
mean, thank you. That to me, that's how music's supposed to be, where it's like there's a bridge. You can hear some of the inspiration, but it's not like you're tracing people's steps. Like we're not here to be
mhm.
anyone's junior. We're here to be us. and like
Hmm.
inspire. We're inspired and we're here to inspire. But I always feel like when you give yourself the space to be like, look, man, we're creating music, you're creating art. You know what I mean? If you're looking to make the ultimate genre of music, then it may be limited because you're like listening to the same shit. We're not looking to make the ultimate hardcore record, ultimate punk record. We're going to make the best Rebelmatic music. That's it.
Yeah,
But we can
for
make it that
sure.
and from that period of time. You know, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's I feel like that's a really good way to think about
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
man.
making music.
Thank you.
Like especially like you're out playing shows, like you're doing this, you're cutting out, you're making albums, like you want, like sometimes we kind of we get used to a groove, right? We get into that one groove,
Hmm.
and then next thing you know, like you got repetition, and
Yeah,
and and you don't.
it's easy to have a uniform and kind of continually do the same thing. Myself, I tend to get bored of the same thing over and over. And doesn't mean I need it so much different, but it has to be variation. So, like you just said, your mother would listen to freestyle, your stepdad was listening to hair metal. You seen I was singing the songs, right? Like I knew the songs. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we're music people. We're music people. And then you say you listen to dancehall in the mid '90s and hip hop. So it's like, bro, we went to the parties. We were listening to like Cuddy Ranks and Super Cat and all that shit and fucking Shaba and everything else and Buju and like we listen to music and I grew up. I'm from Corona, Queens, so I grew up around listening to a lot of Latin music too, a lot of salsa,
Mhm.
a lot of merengue, a lot of bachata. So it's like I'm into music, man. It don't, and to me that's supposed to reflect what we do. But I'm a hardcore kid. But I'm a hip hop kid. But I'm a metalhead. So that's all gonna come out in the wash.
Yeah,
And
for
we all are
sure,
like
for
that,
sure.
not just me. Like the band, we're all like similar and eclectic taste. We listen to rare grooves. We listen to like, I mean, Ramsey, our drummer. I don't know. They told you. I don't know what's in the bio, but his brothers like ODB. His cousins are Riz and Jizza,
Mm.
and he DJs. Carnage, our bass player. He's a MC as well as he DJs. Alcatraz, a guitar player. He makes hip hop beats. I rhyme too. Like I got albums out. Like so, it's like we're like we do this for real. Like this is just our life. This is just our life. We don't really overthink about a lot of shit. We just do the stuff that we enjoy.
That's yeah, yeah. So when you all are like, do you guys get in the room together to write together and like, just kind of like
So
let it go?
it's various ways. Sometimes we're just jamming and songs come. Sometimes it's me coming up with a riff and beatboxing it and be like, yo, I got a song. Oh my God. Check this out. Boom, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum, boom, boom, dum, da-dum. And I'll put it on I'll send it as a voice note and I'll be like, this is the song. And then I'll like, I need y'all to play this. And then, or, Ramsey, like, I got an idea. Carnage might come on an idea. When we're all together, ideas just flow together. Like, we'll just be like, so it's many ways, but a lot of our songs come with us just all being in a room together, and it's just like, and it usually be Alcatraz playing a rip, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh no, some stuff I was just noodling. I'm like, oh, dude, that's crazy. Play that, and I'm like, yo, play. And I'm like, everyone start playing, and then we'll just start working on some shit right then, and like, yo, record it, and I'll just maybe scat some vocals, and then come back and like rewrite it based on the cadence, and that happened like that.
Mhm.
But there's many ways. We all bring stuff to the table. Like I said, I don't play instruments, but I write music. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah,
and they play music.
same.
They come up with great stuff as well. So we just all put in it's a gumbo. It's a gumbo.
Yeah, I'll say especially I heard in a lot of these songs, like, you guys, you're not scared to change it up, and like early or late, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I feel like Auction Block
Oh
had
yeah.
like 3 change ups
Like
like
maybe
in it.
maybe
You know what I'm saying?
four, maybe four.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song, that song is like 14 years old. We just re-recorded it. We re-recorded it
Wow.
because I was like, I wanted the production value to be up. We tweaked it a little bit, like added some, but that song is about 14 years old, man. That's all it's a song. We just wanted to
Wow.
like re-record it because I was like, I said, yo, look. this song is one of our best songs, and people need to hear it with the production we have now, and then plus how we play stuff now. And it's I like to always have songs on our albums that show like, yeah, we can make the 2 minute songs where it's just kind of like, oh, go good chorus, like, and it's never simple, but it's just like more straightforward. Then, but I always like, nah, show them that we know music. Show them that we really know music. Time signatures, different change. Show them that we could do a lot. We give the song, every song its life. You know what I mean? Like this song
Mm-hmm.
is just like it's not going to be 10 auction blocks. We're not going to be 10 live on robbers. It's going to be, you get that for this record, you get this for this record, go to the next record. It's going to be something different. You know what I mean? But you'll know it's
Yeah.
us. You know it's us.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because today I actually got the chance to go back like on your Bandcamp, and
Yeah.
I started listening to things. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, like this sound is just like. Did you when you guys started up? Was it this sound? Like, did you want this? This is what it was. Did you know right off the bat, or did you go let it evolve?
I mean, it evolved because started me and Alcatraz, like we're like the only people that in the band since the beginning. I started the
Mm,
band, Alcatraz got in the band, and Carnage been in the band for like 13 years. 13, 14 years. So like, I mean, Ramsey was with us before we even, it was Rebelmatic, but he wasn't in the band. Like he practiced with us, but then he couldn't commit because he was in a bunch of bands. But Ramsey been playing with us probably like 7, 8 years. And me and Alcatraz are from the same neighborhood. So I know
mm-hmm.
Alcatraz like 30 years, 30, whatever, like since the 90s, man. We've known each other forever. And
Yeah.
yeah, like, whatever. Um, it just evolved. It evolved. Like if you listen to our first album, like I'm rhyming more on it because it's kind of like I was recording solo records and I was like, oh, let me just put the best ideas. But then I knew like I don't want to make this shit the way I rhyme. It will become predictable if I have to rhyme on every song because I got to make it quiet and loud. Then it's like, oh, it's gonna rhyme a lot. Then it's gonna get loud on the chorus. It becomes predictable. So it evolved. It evolved. But the elements were all there. Like the elements was definitely the hardcore punk was there, the hip hop was there, the funk was there
Mm,
underlined, and then it just grew more because we're big funk guys. And then the more we played together, the musicology came out. Like the more like, oh man, dude, that's, and people be like, yo, it's like jazzy. We're like, oh, we just like the shit we play, man. But
yeah,
we're not literally like,
yeah, yeah.
let's make a jazz song. It's like we just like the shit we play, you know.
Yeah, no, it's funny too because like I was listening from right off the bat, like the bass is real funky,
Mm-hmm.
and when you put it with like a harder sound,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that that's kind of what Black Sabbath was doing, right? Because like Geezer Butler was a rhythm guitar player,
Boom,
and then he moved to bass.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And look how Ozzy sings, right? If you if you didn't, hip hop wasn't around when Sabbath came out. Uh, as he lost his mind, as he went on his he's right. He's singing syncopated according to
mm-hmm,
to the rip, and that would be considered more like hip hop staccato singing. But like it wasn't no hip
mm-hmm,
hop when Sabbath was there. But Sabbath was crazy on the groove, and plus, what's the name too? He had his fingers, but he had a finger accident, so he had to play like a lower register and the groove.
mm,
So Carnage wasn't a bass player until I made him a bass player. He's a guitar
okay.
player. I made him a bass player
Oh,
when he
so it's,
joined the
it's similar to what? Yeah, it's
yeah
similar than to what
yeah
that
he
was. Yeah,
joined
yeah,
the band. I don't want to say I made him. I was like, yo, you want to play in the band? We love like he was a fan of ours. I met him at a show we played together in his old band, and it was real cool. We similar music, similar type of stuff. And then the position opened up, and I was like, "Yo, I want you to play with us, but yo, bass." He's like, "Oh, I don't play." Yeah, but you can play bass because you can play guitar.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
you can play bass. So that's why. And then he has a lot of energy. It's a group, and now you wouldn't even know that he's like he never played bass before playing with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now it's been like
right,
he's
yeah,
been
yeah.
playing for over a decade. You know?
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so like I see like when bands, there's a lot of cool bands out there that have like like they take the other kind of like the Black Sabbath sound, right? They don't have like that groove in it, you know, and that's, I feel like that's what's missing. And like, so like when I heard that, like I actually went back and listened to a couple like Sabbath songs that reminded me of like
the
those
feel.
similar, but like they had the groove, right? And like Supernaut and what was the other one? Moving Parts. Those two songs have like, yeah.
Yeah.
If you took out that metal and just played that, like you would
Yeah.
think you were listening to a funk album. You know what I mean?
Dude. It just, I mean, listen, Sabbath is a big influence. Bad Brains is an influence, but we're hip hop guys too. So that's why, hence James Brown and Mosh Pit, because it's the funk, but the Mosh Pit, because you know it's gonna get more like, it's gonna have some, it's gonna drive and change up, and then plus the James Brown part was like James Brown sings sometimes and he screams. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know, like, oh shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, watch me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we just like, we're heavy on the groove, man. We're heavy on the groove. We love the groove. But I'm glad that you just said Sabbath. Like Sabbath is one of those bands. Sabbath is one of my
Yeah.
favorite bands ever. You know?
Yeah. And when I was talking about like I said, like when I was listening, like the lyrical structure of it, I was like, man, this is like an Onyx song. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like all over the place with
Right.
I was like, it was just all these sounds coming at me. And I was like, that's why I was saying, like, it was like a breath of fresh air while trying to catch, like being long
Dude,
winded. Like I was like, man,
I'm gonna use that, dude. I'm gonna quote you, yo. It's like a breath of
please
fresh
do.
air a breath of fresh air while winded. Oh man, that's just
Yeah.
beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in the
Yeah.
fresh thing. That's fucking amazing.
So I want to ask, because like I usually ask this a lot.
Hmm.
I write, I just write, like I don't even know what I write whatever I'm feeling at that
You're right.
moment, right?
Hmm.
But like I've never been able to write a song. I've never been able to write lyrics or anything like that. But
Hmm.
like, so like run me through like when you're writing lyrics, like do you need the sound first, or do you come up with an idea first, or is it depending on
I just write all the time, dude. I mean, I'm an
okay.
MC too, so I write. Like I write, like and in rhyming. It's funny because we play with Onyx too. But that's funny you said Onyx. We play with Onyx. Onyx is, I like Onyx a lot. I liked them when I was growing up. Um,
Yeah.
I write all the time, man. I just like ideas, and with so my hip hop stuff. I don't know how much hip hop you into, but like, you know MF Doom at all? You know what MF Doom is?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I rhymed on MF Doom's album, right? Like 20 years ago. So my hip hop stuff is probably similar to MF Doom, that type of vibe, right? Rebelmatic, I
Mm-hmm.
use less words. It's more urgent, but I know how to rhyme. So words are not words, rhythm and cadences. That's like, and like I said, I'm a hardcore kid, so I always just write. I always write. And when we're playing music, like if I come up with the music, I'm writing the lyrics to the music I'm thinking about. So like
Mm-hmm.
Alive on Arrival, I pretty much wrote the music to that, and it's like doom 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 doom. Yeah, but ignorant cat goes accomplice. Don't come with the dumb shit like that. No more nonsense. Like I heard it already, and then I heard the chorus in my head. Because I want people to sing it. I want them to sing it.
Yeah.
I'm making these songs so you hear it one time, you're gonna remember it. I'm
Oh
right.
yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Every single lyric,
I caught on real quick.
yeah, every single lyric I write, every cadence, every lyric, every word, those are all me. I come up with those. So I'm adamant about connecting us. And I feel like, it's an uplifting message, but it's still hard. It's still hard, it's still groovy. And I think it's just cool to like have people singing something that they just heard. So it has that
Mm-hmm.
sensibility of like catchiness, but it's actually saying something. It's like, oh shit, they're actually talking about something cool. Like, so, like happening right now, sitting in my room and I say to myself, depression keeps sinking in. What's up with my mental health? I tell my anxiety to shut the hell up because life is overwhelming. I refuse to be stuck. So it's not just, it's real life shit. It's real life
Mm-hmm.
shit,
Yeah.
but it's said in a cool way and it's said and it's about dum 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 dum, yeah, but I write all the time. I always just jot shit down and write. I always write.
I want to say it was Pick It Up and Go is when I started kind of like singing along, like after like the
Oh,
second time. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Pick It Up and Go was a good. So the interesting Ramsey came up with the music for that, and Ramsey came up with the music for Heaven Right Now and Pick It Up and Go. He came up with the music for Heaven Right Now. We were in my friend Anthony Smallwood's studio in Washington D.C. Shout out to Anthony. Um, and he had like he had a setup. He had drums, guitars, and like all that stuff. And I don't know, we did a show there. We were crashing at his like like it's like a loft type of thing. And we're crashing there. And Ramsey's just like, yo, I come up with this idea. And he just started playing boom 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 dum 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 dum, and he's playing on bass. And Ramsey's a drummer, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And I'm just like, and I just start humming the cadence. I was like, yo, this recorded. Yo, get on the. I'm like, yo, get on. Like, play him. And then I'm like, yo, show him the rip. So then we just start jamming it. Um, Similar. So that's how Heaven Right Now. But Pick It Up and Go. He came up. I don't know. He was like, yo, I got this other rip I was playing, and I was like, yo, this is fucking like some new wavy, groovy, cool shit right here, and it has that bounce too. And the lyrics, my ex girlfriend was still like a really close friend of mine. She was just like, um, we're in a conversation just about taking care of yourself. She's like, yeah, I'm never gonna give up on myself again. I'm never gonna let myself like. And I was just like, yo, that's a great lyric. So it's never going to give up on myself again. Won't let doubt settle in. Patience is my best friend. Na, 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 na. So happiness. So that was just all from that. And then and then I heard like I've always been really good with like hooks. Like I always can make a good hook from like young. Once I learned how to really make them, so I was like, I heard it in the music, the melody, and I was like, pick 'em up, now let it go, pick 'em up, now let it go. And then I got a decent sense of melody, so yeah, that wrote itself. Because the music is. I feel super fortunate because I play with people that are not only my friends and my brothers, but some of the most talented guys playing music. You know what I mean? Like they're like so talented, and they ideas that I come up with, they can enhance it, and then the ideas they bring to the table just sound so it fits, like it fits, and it doesn't have to be. The great thing is it doesn't have to be the same thing. It doesn't have to be like, yo, make another Blood and Gold, make another Pick It Up and Go. It's like, let me hear that. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh shit. And a fun fact, I never in the history of this band is forced to write anything. Everything, if I can't, it could be good music, but if I can't write to it right away, it doesn't inspire, I don't write. So every single song is like, I'll be like, I'll hear it and be like, holy shit, like automatically something comes to me. And then I'm like, I gotta tweak it. Sometimes I gotta be like, yo, let's just do something. I'll just scat something and get a cadence. And then I'm like, let me write it. But everything I hear, it, since the beginning of this band makes me want to like, what the fuck is this? All right, I gotta roll shit. Cause I know that.
See, that's how I was while listening to it. Like, what the fuck?
And that enthusiasm, thank you, man. And like that enthusiasm makes me that urgency of what we put forth. And most of our songs, like the majority of our songs, before we even record them, we play them out. We play them live. We play them live. We don't go in the studio and take a long time because we play them out. We know it works. If our audience who already likes us and love us, be like, they don't have to say, we can see, you know what I mean? I'm like, they're like, yeah. I'm like, let's play it again. Let's see, play it 3 times, and it's still, it's like we either fix it or get rid of it.
Yeah.
Man.
Now, forgive me for not remembering which song. I think it was either Everything's a Mess or I rather. There was like almost like a doomier like.
Oh yeah, that's how that's how I rather. I'd rather suffocate.
And it had like it had this like death metal like groove to it, and I wanted to dance. I've never heard death metal made me want to dance before, and I was like, man,
Oh,
like I'm bobbing to it like you would,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot to unpack with this record. Like, there's a whole lot going
Yeah,
on, and like,
that's I'd rather, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and just amazing stuff,
Thank
like
you.
absolutely amazing stuff. And like the storytelling and the lyrical content is just,
Hey,
I'm a storyteller, so
so
like
yeah,
that to me,
you get it. You get it.
yeah,
You get
yeah,
it. Yeah, no.
yeah,
And it's crazy you said that too, because like when I say we're music heads, man, like I listen to Death, both Deaths. Chuck Sordina Death from Detroit. I met Chuck Sordina Death 1988. You know what I mean? Like I
mm,
met him at Numbers Records and I had his autograph, the whole depth. It was on a Leave Scars tour with Dark Angel, but Leprosy was out. So I
mm-hmm,
remember meeting. So, and I'm a big like thrash guy, like old like Creator, Metallica. But I like,
Anthrax,
I love Possessed, early Possessed. I love fucking Obituary. Well, really slowly we rock. I don't really listen to all the albums, but I'm gonna be a slowly we rock. But Death, Leprosy, and Scream Bloody Gore, those are my joints. So that voice is like, you know what I mean? It's like that Death is, and a lot of Death stuff is. If you really listen to some of Death metal, well, at least the stuff I listened to and grew up listening, it's Sabbath, it's groove, right? It's just a different
mm.
groove, but it's like that. It's the voices. But yeah, yeah, it's music, man. It's all music. It's all relative. You know what I mean? It's all fucking
Right,
relative.
that's right. It is. It is. I say that all the time.
It's
Like
all relative.
I say it all the time. I'm like you trace everything back to Robert Johnson. Everything.
Hello.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's all relative. It's the blues, it's gospel, distorted. I mean, Sister Rosetta Tharpe was playing. Sister Rosetta Tharpe goes on is considered the godmother of rock and roll, and she inspired Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Elvis, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis. So I mean, it's all relative, man. And the more you know about music and really listen and love and appreciate and participate, and unfortunately have some the talent to convey it, you're supposed to kind of be diverse. You're supposed to, it should reflect in your art. You know what I mean?
yes.
It should ideally.
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. So, are you someone that, like, so for me, like I said, I have to listen to new things all the time. Like
Hmm.
I have my comfort music, right?
Sure,
Like I
sure,
have like,
sure. Stuff you've been listening to
I
like
have
half
like,
your life.
yeah, yeah.
Right,
Like
right.
if I want to listen, it's funny because like I don't have like Spotify or anything, but like there was like it wasn't too long ago. I was like, man, I really want to listen to like some DOS effects,
Oh yeah.
So
Bum
I went
stickety
and
bum
got like a
stickety bum,
month.
huh? A bum
Yeah,
diggity diggity
I
a
did it
pee
for like
pop
a month
bum.
just so I could listen to that, and I was like, all right, now that I got this, like I really wanted to listen to like White Zombie. So you know what I'm
More
saying? So like,
human than human, more human than yeah. It's a different thing. Yeah. Yeah.
so like, but the other side of me, and I think the reason why, not the reason why, but one of the reasons why I started this podcast, because there's so much like stuff that people haven't heard. And like people, I hate when lazy people are the ones that say there's no good music anymore. They don't,
Exactly.
there's nothing original.
You're
So
not.
like, I'm constantly,
Hmm.
when people say that to me, I throw them stuff. I'm like, here, try this.
Yeah, dude.
So, but like, so what are you someone like, do you need to hear new stuff
I
a
listen
lot?
to those
Like,
stuff all the time, man. I mean, I just seen one of the greatest shows in my life. I just seen about a month and a half ago. About a month, yeah, a little bit more than a month ago. Will Calhoun, the drummer of Living Color, right? But
mm-hmm,
his jazz project, and he was playing with some brothers from Mali. This shit
mm,
was so fucking mind blowing. I forgot the brother's name he was playing, but it had me just like, what the fuck is this? What? I was just like, what? What the fuck? Like I was like, time signatures, grooves, it just ridiculous. Like jazz, funk, just next level. So that yeah, I'm always looking for the perfect beat. I'm always looking for like some shit that's dope. And I'm always willing to listen to something. So I don't think everything in the past was good. I don't think everything now is bad. I just think like there's cool stuff going on. Um, I hear, I mean, look, like right now I've been really tapped into, I mean, it's not been new, but I was like, I've been really, um, on some Bob Marley and like, cause like when I grew up, I listened to Bob, I didn't listen to him like that. I was always like, yeah, everyone listen to Bob Marley. I like Peter Tosh more, like that. But now I'm just listening to Bob Marley, like, yo, what the fuck was he talking? Yo, the melodies, the messaging, man. I fucking slept because it was so commercial. By the time I got into it, I was like, yeah, Bob is great. We know that, but I didn't really understand the magnitude. So from Bob to listen to Fela Kuti to like African funk music, Peruvian funk music, man, anything. I listen to 80s stuff still. I listen to like, I still listen to like Billy Idol. You know what I mean? I listen to
Mm.
Billy Idol and fucking Tears for Fear and some obscure punk fucking band that no one heard of before. You know what I'm saying? Or like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, a person like, okay, like most people might know who he is or was, but he was found, like people kind of got no 6'2" Rodriguez, Sugar Man. Like if you never heard Rodriguez, um, album Cold Facts. Oh my God. So he's
I'm
like,
gonna write that down.
yeah, Rodriguez, the album's called Cold Facts. Imagine Bob Dylan with a better voice. Uh, from a Mexican in from Detroit during the same
Mm.
era, like 70, 69. Yo, listen, Rodriguez is a bad man, like incredible voice and you like lyrics. But and like I said, imagine Dylan, poetic is Dylan, but what even like he can sing better. You know what I mean? And I love Dylan too, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying like he could sing like
No,
oh
I got you.
yeah, no, I like
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
like Dylan. I don't want to be like oh Dylan can no, I like Dylan. I definitely like some Dylan stuff. Um yeah, so it's mad. It's always and you said it right before. It's like oh it's no good music. No, you just stop listening and looking.
Hmm.
And now if
You
someone's
got comfortable.
you
You got
got
comfortable and then
comfortable,
lazy.
yeah, but
And lazy.
for music people like us, there's always shit because it's like you be like, yo, this came out in '96. How the fuck did I miss it? Because we were listening to something else. Our
Yeah.
channel was tapped into something else. So now you might,
That's how I feel about Rebelmatic. Like I was mad that I had never heard you guys
no,
until
but
now. And I said you're the second band that Pete's brought me that I said that too. Like I'm like, God damn it, man.
but
Like how did I miss
well,
this? You
well,
know?
I'll tell you how you might have missed it. Um, being on indie labels. If you're not on like an indie label and that's not a shot at any labels that we were on besides, because Creep is doing a great job. And this is not Creep. Shout out to Creep Records. They're doing their job. I think other labels we were on and music putting out, if you're not getting heard or you're not in the spaces where the promotion's there, the publicity's there. I mean, we've been touring. We stayed playing shows. We done did like about 500 shows in the last fucking 6, 7 years. We always play. We done tour with people from people from Weed Eater to play with Leftover Crack to play with Erica Badu and play with Jizza to play with the Locks, then play with fucking
Amazing. Amazing.
Onyx. You know what I mean? We done play with Aesop Rock. We done play with fucking. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
so we're one of the only bands that could do that. To be on the same
Yeah.
stage with Erica Badu and then play with the Jizza, then play with Leftover Crack, and then play with Fear, play with Murphy's Law, then play with fucking Weed Eater. And 90 point something percent of the time we always get the crowd.
Yeah.
90
Oh
point
yeah.
something percent. So it's kind of like I think in theory, I think for people like yourself and people who are of like mindedness, this is the type of music that we like. And I don't mean just our brand of music. I mean like the music that's like it's authentic. You can hear it. It's eclectic, and it's something like, damn, I gotta tell you about this band. You gotta hear it, right? I think not everyone listens to music like that. They rather hear music more like they sound just like so and so band that's already been popular, and you're gonna love them. They're the
Yeah. Yeah.
second coming of blah blah blah. And you're like, oh, it's cool. You're not like it's not bad, but it's like I heard this already.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
heard it. It's
I
like
say that all the
yeah, you're
time.
like it's
Yeah.
not bad, but it's like I heard this, and I heard it. I heard a better version of this. So then and then you can't even say that around certain people because their mind, yo, you sound like it. No, dude, I'm not saying they're bad musicians or bad artists. Nothing. I'm saying I've heard this done better. This is one of the things that come with just like listening to music and participating so long. So when you hear something that like, oh, I can hear the references, or I can hear the uniqueness. this is nice alchemy. You create your own gumbo. Cause I don't never act like we're reinventing the wheel. We're just putting new rims on it.
Yeah.
We put on a new spin on
Yep.
it. We put on, we're not the first band to like fuse genres. We do it uniquely our way. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. It's exactly. I mean, that's awesome. That's the best thing I can hope for from listening to new bands. Is just like, all right, like even if someone covers a song, like if you make it your own, and I'm gonna like it.
This,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean,
Like I'm gonna like it that much more. You know?
listen, that is definitely true. You want to hear something? Another tidbit. Um, in our almost 20 years, we have never did a cover song.
Mm,
We have never recorded a cover song. I would not even record a cover song. We never played a cover song live.
yeah.
Now, just in this conversation, you can see, imagine the wealth of music we know. We know a lot of shit. Like I can sing a lot of different songs. I can rhyme shit. We know music. I've always been like, man, I don't want people to go crazy for us playing someone else's song. I want you to go crazy for this song we wrote. Now we're at a point, we're almost at 20 years. We might do some covers, but it's like, if you know us, you know our songs. Like, oh, that's their songs. I want people to cover our
Yeah.
shit. I don't
Right.
mean that arrogantly. I just feel like, man, you're not gonna be better than Sabbath. You're not gonna be better than Bad Brains. And that may be not the point for most people to covers. Just covers the homage. Like, yo, I'm playing homage to my homage to these people inspire me. These are great songs. I understand covers, but for me, I'm like, I see when bands play them live, a bunch of covers, and they got the originals. I'm too critical of myself. I would be crazy if like the crowd wasn't going crazy for nothing we're doing, or like they're okay, but they go crazy when we do the covers. I'd be like, we got to write better songs.
Yeah, yeah, I bet I from an artist standpoint, I bet that would be
For me,
that would fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like
me,
that
me,
would fuck.
me as well. But I don't think maybe everyone looks at it like that. And like I said, I don't have nothing against cover songs. We might want to do some
Yeah, I
covers.
know.
We might
Yeah,
want to do, but just I always like to. That's a tidbit. Like we would never. He'd be like, "Yo, bring covers." I'm like, how many times have you seen us play? Oh, about 20. When have you ever heard us do a cover song? Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, I don't. You
But
see the
yeah,
crowd though,
yeah,
right? They're like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, you know,
yeah.
they say it can't
No
be
doubt.
done. It just hasn't been done right. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
just it's whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, are you guys going on any kind of tour or like just live support with the new record
Yeah, yeah.
or?
We're playing a show. Well, this will be out, but then we're playing a show. We just did the record release on a couple of days ago. We're playing another show, a show in Morgantown, West Virginia, on the 13th, which will already happen by the time people see this. We're playing. Yeah, we got a bunch of shit coming up, man. We're playing a festival in Virginia in September. We're playing with Agent Orange in August at a festival in Maryland. We got some spot dates, and we just got offered some like some some people were offering us, they want to bring us on the road to support them sometime either the end of this year or early next year. So we're gonna play, man. Long as we breathing and alive and we're together, we're gonna play, man. Our live show is our calling card. Everything else is like it's wonderful and we love it, but like that's when we get to settle the score. Take it to the
Yeah,
stage, sucker. You know what I mean?
no,
Take it to the
no doubt,
stage.
no doubt. Hell yeah. Now, I want to ask, because I'm selfish.
Hmm.
Do you guys any plan on coming up to Boston at all or
Yeah,
anything?
we're talking about that right now. We're talking about coming up, mass. Sure. I mean, maybe before this year's out, maybe in the fall. We just,
All right.
you just gotta make it make sense. You know what I mean? We gotta make it make
Yeah. No.
sense.
Yeah. You always got to. Yeah.
We gotta make
Yeah.
it make
Especially with today's economy, right? You can't just go play a random show somewhere.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, how much? We gotta rent a vehicle. We gotta do this. How long? When's the date? So, how much is the guarantee? What's the bill look like? It's a lot of like, yo, come to fucking Kalamazoo. We will fly us out there, send give us some money. We'll do it. But like we gotta. It's always easier when you have an anchor date, like meaning you got like a a significant show that pays, pretty good money, and you can be like, okay, yo, this is gonna pay a decent amount of money. Now you can play around that and like make a week tour, or maybe, oh, we got three anchor, like three really good paying shows. Now you could do a 2 week, you try to do 2 weeks or 10 days. Guys got day jobs, people got lives, people got children. We're not just like young kids that just like live in our parents' basements. You know what I mean? Like I got a teenager, man. We got a couple of us got teenagers and grown children. It's not like, but we still. This is what we do. This is we don't. I don't make excuses about it. Just like you just got to make sense. But we plan on coming up to New England. Definitely, definitely. I think, like I said, in the fall we'll be talking about it.
Keep me posted
Oh,
on
for
that because
sure.
I would love to see
Oh,
you
for sure.
guys.
For sure. For sure.
So,
For sure.
well, where can people find you on social media? Where can they find where your shows are at? Where can they pick up the record?
Rebelmatic NYC. Everything. The record you can get it on creeprecords.com. Um, yeah, that's the new album. Get it from there. And everything else, like Instagram, Rebelmatic NYC, Facebook, Rebelmatic NYC, Rebelmatic NYC. Gotta get the RebelmaticNYC.com back up. Bandcamp, RebelmaticNYC.bandcamp. Yeah, just Rebelmatic NYC, you know?
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Creech, thank you so much for coming
No, I
on.
appreciate you.
Congrats on a flawless album.
Wow, man, dude. Trev,
I mean,
thank you. I really,
you have no idea. You guys just became my favorite band over this.
oh,
Like this
man.
was
Dude,
so,
that means a lot, man, because we we strive to put our best foot forward every
yeah.
time. You know what I mean? And even the fact that you're taking the time out and listen to it, like that's you just from our conversation, I can tell you get it. You know what I mean? Like I don't everyone don't get it. Like just the
Right.
things the nuances you're talking about, the changes in the music, the cadences, the lyrics, all that stuff. That's someone that dialed in and get it. Because it's easier just to get, these are catchy songs, this is good. Yeah, no, it's like, oh, yeah, you guys are a really good hardcore band. I was like, yeah, we're a hardcore band, punk band, but are we
Yeah.
just really a
Right.
hardcore punk band? Really? Do you have you really listened to us? Like, yeah, can we? Are we a hardcore punk band? Sure. Is there way more to it? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Absolutely. You know what I
I
mean?
think this one's gonna be, yeah, this is a good one. And I can't wait. I'm gonna go back and listen to everything you
Yeah,
guys have
yeah,
now.
man. Listen to the one before this, Black Hole Easter Tornado. That's a really good one. That came out
That's
last year.
queued up. I'm gonna be listening to that as soon as we're done.
Yeah, that's a really good one. And then the one before that, full length. I would say them three albums are the ones to listen to. Not to say everything else is not good, but those are the ones. Obviously Sting the Devil, Black Hole Easter Tornado, and then Ghost in the Shadows. Ghost in the Shadows came out like 2020. That's a really good album. A lot of our uh supporters' favorite songs are on that. And the last two. So like I feel like I always tell people if you just got into us now, go back and listen to Black Hole Easter Tornado because you'll be like, I get it. And then listen to Ghost in the Shadow, you're like, I get it. It's like a trilogy. They don't sound alike, but you know it's us.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
hear the elements there. You can hear the funk. You can hear the songwriting, and then you can hear like, oh shit, they even evolve in the songwriting. And a thing too is like, man, we're not spring chickens. Most people make their best music in their 20s. Let's be honest, especially in the hardcore punk. Most bands are playing, if they're like already legacy bands, they're playing stuff they played as teenagers in their 20s. People are not making it in their 40s and 50s. They're not making their best music, like their best. Like they'd be like, yeah, that was a really good album, but it's not their best. We're making our best stuff older. You know what I'm trying to say?
Good.
We're not playing like, oh yeah, Ghost in the Shadows turned 30 years old this year. It's like, no, dude, this came out, I became 6 years ago. Black Hole Easter Tornado came out last year. This is coming out now. Some of the songs is,
Like a fine wine. Like a
yeah,
fine wine.
yeah, yeah, man. And I say that like to say like that's what hunger and determination and sticking with what you and trusting yourself, what you do. Because it's kind of like this. This is not the sound of New York. We are New York because we're from New York, born and raised. But this is kind of like every band don't sound like this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when we play with bands, no one sounds like us ever. And I love it, but it's like no one sounds like it could be akin and make sense, but it's not like, yo, they sound just like Rebelmatic. I'm like, are you saying that because they look kind of like us? Because they don't sound like us. You know, like stop it, stop. So, and I say that respectfully. I say that in the sense of like it's wonderful to take time to like craft out your own sound, to stick to your guns. But like I said, I don't feel competitive with other hardcore bands in that sense because I don't feel like they're doing what we do. Like there's
Mhm.
parts of what we do is what they do, but they don't do what we do. You know what I mean? And then, for better or worse, I don't even mean it as better. I just mean for better or worse. It's kind of like I don't think they're getting the references that we're thinking about. You know, I can tell because I talk to them. I'm like, y'all not thinking, y'all not listening to the shit we listen to. I promise you. And if you are, you're not thinking about putting it in your music.
Right.
You know, you might,
Right.
oh, I love this, but you're not thinking, no, we're just gonna play. You're gonna stick with tried and true. Our tried and true is just it gotta be really good. That's it. It gotta move. It gotta be really good. It has to have some sort of groove, and it's going to have some sort of aggression, but it doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be super fast. It doesn't have to be always in the same tempo. It doesn't have to be me shouting. It could be singing. It could be screaming. It could be anything. It's just like, it got to move. And that leaves us a lot of open. You know, it leaves like, oh, dude, why are you doing this song? Because we wanted to.
Yeah.
You liked it. We
Yep.
thought it was great. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's it. When they know that you didn't like it, listen to the next one.
Staying true to you, right? That's being who you
Yeah.
like, you know.
it's
So
it's easier that way because if you gotta fit into some like claustrophobic box, you're like that wasn't meant for us in the first place. If we were trying to be
mhm.
the ultimate hardcore punk band, we couldn't do the shit we do. You
Mm.
know what I mean? We
I
just
know.
trying to be the
Yeah.
best us. That's it, the best us. That's all we're trying, working on being the best, not trying, working at being the best us.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people could take away from that. You know what I mean? Like that. It's
Yeah.
good advice. Good
Yeah, I
advice.
mean, I get it. There's pressure when you hear other stuff like quote unquote blowing up more. You're like, oh man, maybe, but we're not kids. We're not like, oh man, this is the sound. We got to do this. It's like, man, we got to do nothing. All we got to just play. We got to just be us. There's people who already love us, and then the world got to catch up. We don't got to catch up. We just got to do our shit. Fuck, we're gonna change. If we change it, it's in change. We just evolve because that's what we're on. It won't be like, yo, you're doing some nah, dude. I'm not paying attention to whatever whatever the hot trendy thing is. As my good friend said, this is a lifestyle. It's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. It's what we live. So we're gonna keep creating and keep being quality people.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
man.
Well, listen. I hope if you ever want to come back,
Oh
another
yeah, for
album, a
sure.
single, whatever, you come back. We'll do this again, man. I'll run it back with you anytime you
Man,
want.
Trev,
Seriously,
I
like
I really appreciate you, man. I thank you for your time and thank you for like listening and like absorbing the music for real. Like, you know what I mean? Not just like hearing, you
yeah,
absorbed it. And like, that's rare. Unfortunately, it's rare, but I'm still gonna give you your kudos. I'm giving you kudos, but it's rare when people absorb it and have the insight and the foresight of hearing it. Some people just hear the music and it's cool, but it's like, it's refreshing. Or like you say, a breath of trying to catch my breath. What is it? A breath of fresh air, a breath of fresh air trying to catch my breath. Is that it? Yo,
it's no, it's a yeah, a breath of fresh air while winded.
wow. Yeah, that's gonna be quote. I'm quote. That's quoted. I love
Please
that.
do, like I said, you please do.
No, I'm putting in the fresh things. We're like, yo, another way to Rebel Matter. Hey, like the homie Trev said, a breath of fresh air while winded. Fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's beautiful, man. That's wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. I appreciate taking your time to
No,
talk to me.
absolutely,
And
man. I appreciate you
all
very
right,
much, bro. Stay in tune and peace, y'all. Thank you. Make sure y'all check in with Trev because he's doing a wonderful thing. Stay good, one day at a time, man, and let's live our lives to be good human beings. You know.